welcome. Let's begin in Tadasana. So coming up, either having your feet together, big toes touching, ankles touching and heels just apart a little. So if I could put my thumb between your feet, your heels. Lift your toes up, spread them out and place them down one by one. Alternatively, you might have your feet hip distance apart, outside edges of your feet, parallel with the long edges of your mat, or the edges of your mat. Whatever feels better for your balance, for your body. So starting with that sensation through the soles of the feet and gently drawing your attention up through your body. And as you bring your attention through your body, think about hugging your muscles onto your bones. It's a nice way to think about engaging the muscles rather than bringing tension. Just think that thought, that you're hugging the muscles onto your bone. As you bring your attention up, engaging through the thighs, the buttocks, pelvic floor. Engage your core muscles, so draw the navel toward the spine as you breathe out. Coming up, long, straight spine. Chin tucked a little so the back of your neck is long. Draw up through the crown of your head. Gently close your eyes. And take a moment to notice if there's any sense of movement in your body. Just reaching gently through your fingertips, drawing your shoulder blades down your back. And check that your lower ribs are dropping down rather than flaring out, lifting the sternum up. Pay attention to that gentle movement in your body. You might be moving around as if you're like the needle of a compass. Perhaps gently tugging backwards or forwards. And then gently open your eyes. Turn your palms, spread your fingers, breathe in. Bring your arms up. And breathe out. Bring your arms down. Let's do that twice more. Breathe in. Big breaths. Full breath, if that's comfortable for you. Full yogic breath. Sounds like we have a frog joining us this morning. This time bring your hands together if you can, without bringing your shoulders up by your ears. If that's too strong through your shoulders, just keep your hands apart. Or you might interlace your fingers, thumbs pointing up and cross your thumbs. Index fingers pointing up, I mean. All right, and breathe in, lengthening, and breathe out gently, moving to the right. Opening into the left side of the body. Use the breath to feel that expansion. Breathe in, come up. And breathe out. Go the other way. Breathe in, come back to center. Turn your palms up. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Drop the lower ribs. And then if you can, firstly fix your gaze on a point, your drishti, and then start to lift your heels a little away from the floor, drawing the inner ankles towards one another. And you might only come a millimetre or two off the ground. And then gently lowering down and release your arms. We'll come to the front of our space for our Surya Namaskar, Sun Salutation. So again, coming into Tadasana. So for you that may be still hip distance apart. So I'll move through a couple of different sun salutes, starting with one that's quite simple and not as strenuous, and then working up to one that is a little more strenuous. So there's 3 different ones. So you stick with whichever one feels more comfortable for you. If you have your own sun salutation, you might just do that as we move through. We'll do 6 rounds altogether. Beginning together, breathing, arms up. Breath out, hinge forward into standing forward bend. And soften your knees if you need to. Breath in, half standing forward bend, Ardha Uttanasana. Bend your knees, hands to the floor. Step back into your lunge. Doesn't matter which foot goes first. Breath out, hands to the floor, tuck the toes. Step back into half standing forward bend, standing forward bend. Breathe in, arms up. Now if the lunge is too strong for you, you might step back onto all fours. Breathe in, arms up. Breath out. Breath in. And we'll just take the other foot back. And back to Tadasana. So this time we'll add in downward dog. Down. Breath in. Stepping one foot back. You can keep your hands on the mat if taking your arms in there is too strong. As you're ready, step back into downward dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Take that same foot that you took back forward, so you're getting a lunge on the other side. Stepping forward into a half standing forward bend. Standing forward bend. Breathe in, lift up. And now you can continue like that, or we'll move into one that's a little more complex, a little stronger. Breathe in, arms up. Breath out, Uttanasana. Standing forward bend. Breath in, Ardha Uttanasana. Half standing forward bend, hands to the floor. Step back. Now you can bring your knee to the floor or keep the leg up in a high lunge. Breath out, hands to the floor. Step back to downward dog. And hold downward dog for 3 breaths. So this is why this is a little stronger. Bend your knees, look forward. Again, keep the leg up this time. Hands to the floor. Step forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Uttanasana. And breathe in, lifting all the way up. All right. So I think I said we were doing 3, but we'll do a 4th one. Breathe in. Breath out, standing forward bend. Breath in, half standing forward bend. Lunge. Hands to the floor. Step back into high plank. Low plank. Lower all the way down to the floor. Breathe in. Press up onto all fours. Toes are tucked. Press back into a lung open pose. Breathe in, come up onto all fours, gently looking up. And breath out, tucking and arching the back. And pat back. Cow. Tops of the feet on the floor. Breath out, bring your buttocks back to your heels. Look along your mat. As you breathe in, slide through onto your belly and set up for either cobra or sphinx. Breath in, lifting up. Tuck your toes. Downward dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Stepping into lunge. Step forward into Ardha Uttanasana. Uttanasana as you breathe out. And breath in, lifting all the way up. Breath out, arms down by your side. And coming back into Tadasana. So from here we'll come down onto the floor for Ardha Uttanasana, or not Ardha Uttanasana, Advaita Sasasana, dolphin pose. So as you're ready, firstly in Tadasana, breathe in, arms up, breath out, hinge forward, breath in, lift up, bend your knees, hands to the floor, step back into downward dog, and breathe in, bring your knees to the floor. So the full pose, we have our knees together, feet together, and bring your buttocks back onto your heels. Now, if this is too strong for you, in the pose you can just step your feet back a little, or if you already know that it's a little strong, then you might start with your bottom up off your heels a little bit. So we bring our forearms onto the floor, interlace the fingers, so the sides of your forearms are on the mat. Elbows are directly under your shoulders, fingers are interlaced, thumbs are touched, so you're making a little cup with your hands. Sides of your fingers touch, so you tuck that bottom little finger under so that it's not squashed underneath. And from here, I might just tuck my shirt in, it's a bit loose, but I put it on so that you could see me against the background. All right, so we're going to come up into dolphin pose when you're ready. Now, if you have any shoulder injuries, it's best not to do this one. You might come onto all fours and do cat-cow. Otherwise, bring your knees up, bring your hips up, really work down into your arms. So you're pressing down into your arms as if you're trying to push them push them down through the mat, towards one another and back towards your feet. So it's a three-way motion. Keep lifting your hips high and drawing your chest towards your thighs. And keep breathing. Draw the ankles towards one another. And as I said, if it's too strong for you, you might just step your feet back a little. Focus on lifting those heels up, hips up, chest towards the thighs. Working into your arms. Do 2 more breaths. And when you're done, knees to the floor, buttocks back to your heels. Bring your arms beside your body, reach back through your fingertips, touch the backs of your hands onto the mat, and rest your forehead onto the mat. If you can't get your head down onto the mat, bring your hands forward, one fist on top of one another or one hand on top of one another. And come into a position where you can completely relax your arms, your head and your neck. And slide your hands forward, come up onto all fours, toes are tucked. Breathe in, breathe out, downward dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or walk forward into Ardha Uttanasana, a half standing forward bend. Breath out, Uttanasana. Breath in, press into your feet and lift back up, coming into Tadasana. So let your body settle. We'll do one more pose before we finish. Breathe in, bring your arms by your ears. Modify that movement if you need to. We're coming into chair. Utkatasana. Breathe in, breathe out, bend your knees. Breath in, take your arms back, palms up, keep lifting your chest up. Have a breath out here, and breath in, lift all the way up. Breath out, arms down by your side. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out. Chair. Hold here for a breath in and a breath out. Breath in, sweep your arms back. Breath out in this position. Breath in, arms up. All the way up. Arms down by your side as you breathe out. And again, breathe in, arms up. Breath out, sink down. Let's hold here for 3 breaths. Breathe in, sweep your arms back. Breathe in, come all the way up. Breath out, arms down by your side. Namaste. Thank you.